So today's topic is about discovering the Linux operating system. Table of contents. First, what is Linux? Then the history of Linux, then why use Linux, then how to download Linux, and finally a demo video. So first, what is Linux? Linux is another operating system, sort of like iOS, Android, Windows is, but it's free and open source and is based on a platform called Unix. It is very customizable, flexible, and secure. And it's a very popular choice for developers, businesses, and even everyday users who are a bit more technical. So again, continuation, what is Linux? Unlike Windows or macOS, Linux is known for giving users full control over their system, with access to powerful tools and commands. It is much less managed or streamlined, and there's multiple different sources of Linux that you can get, which we'll talk more about. It is available in various versions called distributions. That's what I meant. Such as Ubuntu, Fedora, and Linux Mint. And each of them are tailored for different user needs. So Linux versus Windows, the comparison. Windows, you usually need to buy licensing fee. This can cost, if you get like a stock one without getting a third party one, then this can cost like $120 or so. Should be pre-installed on computers, but on PCs specifically. Linux is free, 100% free from most sources. There might be a paid distribution method, but most Linux should be free. There's purchase required for legal use. You have to buy Windows. It has limited customization. Most likely it's enough for most users, but again, it is limited compared to Linux, which has much more customization. Windows is super user friendly, but there's a steeper learning curve for Linux. And finally, Windows has weaker security, while Linux can have stronger security. I would actually switch that around a bit. Maybe Windows is more streamlined, so the risk would be lower, but I trust the slides. So next, a history of Linux. Linux was created by Linus Torvalds in 1991 as a student at the University of Helsinki in Finland as a personal project. Linux was released under the GNU, General Public License. This means anyone can modify, use, and distribute the software freely. So basically, we talked about open versus closed source in previous presentations. Basically, Linux is open source, so anyone can use the code from Linux, anyone can edit the software. Over time, Linux grew in popularity, and I will say Linux is, I wouldn't call it underground, but it's not like a mainstream thing that everyone uses. It's more made for developers, tech experts, stuff like that. And there's a very strong Linux community. There's a lot of people who help each other out. Today, Linux powers everything from personal computers to servers, smartphones, and even supercomputers. So, third, why do we use Linux? Security. Linux is known for its robust security features such as built-in firewalls, permission control, and minimal vulnerabilities to viruses. Customizations. Since this is open source and Linux is a bit more open, you can first choose which distribution you want. Linux Mint is going to look 100 times different than Ubuntu Linux. Even though they're running the same software, the skin, the abilities that you can do on there, those are all different. So you have a lot of customization of what you choose. Also cost effective. Most Linux distributions are completely free. So for example, you could go right now and download Ubuntu Linux for free. And yeah, you don't have to purchase it separately or do anything else. You don't have to register it. So fourth, how do we download Linux? So first, you should choose a distribution. This is something I'm not that sure about. Maybe Randy and Gabriel can help at the end. I don't know the exact differences between distributions, but I do know there's different types of Linux that have different uses, different skins, etc. So you should do a bit more research on this yourself. But popular distributions are Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Fedora. And to download a distribution, well, whatever distribution you get once you choose it, just search the website up and download the ISO file onto your computer. Next, this is an important step. You have to create a bootable USB drive. So you can use tools like Rufus or Etcher to create a bootable USB drive with the Linux ISO files. You might also get one. I think that you can order one, but you have to pay for those. So for free, if you have a USB drive at home that's spare, then you can download that Linux ISO file onto that drive, and then download Linux using that drive that you have. So first, insert a USB drive, open the tool, and select the preferred Linux ISO. Then you can click the start button to begin creating a bootable USB. Third is to boot from a USB. Insert USB into your PC and restart it. Access the boot menu, typically by selecting F2, F12, or etc. Not etc. Escape, and select the USB drive as the boot device. So as you can see in this photo, there's different things you can do here. This is the BIOS system. This is what your motherboard runs on. So you can see you can install different types of Linux from here. Next, try or install Linux. Most distributions might allow you to try Linux without actually downloading it and installing it to your computer. But if you do want to install, follow the on-screen instructions to partition the drive, and then set up Linux alongside your current OS as the main system. So you can do something called dual booting. I'm not sure if this is exactly dual booting, but it's a way where you can have two different SSDs, or again, you could use this drive system. You could have two different softwares running on your computer. So each time when you boot up the computer, instead of it automatically booting into, for example, Windows, right? If that's your main OS, it'll take you to the BIOS page and it'll show you two different options. You can either boot into Windows or you can boot into Linux. And finally, complete the installation. Once your installation is complete, you can remove the USB, reboot your PC, and then start using Linux. And you can do a lot of customization with this. You can download more Linux, I guess, if you do want to. So this is a last minute note. Some Linux distros can be very complicated to use, especially if you're new to computers. First of all, I do want to say you don't have to download this. This is one of the most I wouldn't say like it's not too complex, but it is more complex than a lot of the topics I've seen. But Linux is a really cool tool that you can use. So I would recommend if you do want to try out Linux, then use something like Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure Ubuntu is simple. Also Linux Mint. I would research how hard it is to use on a regular basis and what exactly your needs are before downloading it. So that's it. Thank you. If you'd like to learn this, call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursdays.